Now, Kenyan exports to the Netherlands have more than doubled over the past 10 years to stand at 70 billion shillings. But Nairobi is diversifying products to key export markets, among them Netherlands. With the change from air freight to sea freight, Port of Mombasa and the Port of Rotterdam continue to gain traction as the two countries seek to enhance decarbonization. But what exactly happens at the Port of Rotterdam once a ship docks, and which products that Kenya is seeking to increase in her exports as the two countries celebrate 60 years of bilateral relations? KTN's Daniel Karuki toured Port of Rotterdam in Netherlands and has more.
Various ships are seeking to dock at the Port of Rotterdam, the Netherlands. This evergreen ship, one of the biggest in the world, has just arrived. Aboard are large containers transporting various products. There are thousands of ships docked here at this port that is 41 kilometers in length. Ships from Mombasa in Kenya regularly arrive here to discharge their contents bound for various European markets. Despite its size, the port is expanding further in order to handle even more goods as businesses shift from carbon-intensive air cargo to the less impactful and friendlier to the environment sea freight.
Learning from each other, sharing experience, and look at the operation and study the market, the developments, and respond to that. Really, you can plan forward. And already I've seen that from the Port of Mombasa, from port operated to go to also inviting private companies to have the operation to bring in that expertise. I think it's very sensible, good.
We have the container terminals which can handle all the types of vessels and all done automatically, so that the containers are transferred as quickly as possible to the hinterland. We also have various cold store facilities in the port where the containers can be stripped, the products are quality checked, can be packed, and then be redistributed to the rest of Europe for the retailers.
We get to tour the 41 kilometers port aboard these yachts, and various bags products are being offloaded or loaded. Netherlands imports almost as much as it exports. Most of the products imported to the country, especially from Africa, include flowers and fruits such as oranges, grapes, avocado, and apples. In 2023, an increased amount of cargo arrived from Kenya, including 4,000 tons of avocado, 5,000 tons of roses, 4,000 of other fresh-cut flowers, and 4,200 tons of indoor plants.
If you look at the fresh produce, that Kenya is a big player in. Kenya exports a lot of fresh produce, especially cut flowers, fruits and vegetables. And also the Port of Rotterdam has a long history of handling perishable products. So the Port of Rotterdam has a lot of experience in what type of facilities, equipment you need at those container terminals, but also the cold stores.
It's also going to develop further as other countries around us will start eating more and more avocados. You see that also that a lot of the logistics service providers around us open up ripening facilities to produce or to facilitate the best product in the best quality that is specifically required by the retailers.
Netherlands is now the second largest destination of Kenyan exports in the world and the largest in Europe, with over 300 million euros, approximately 47 billion shillings worth of flowers, and 46.2 million euros, that's approximately 7 billion shillings worth of avocados. According to Port of Rotterdam officials, Kenyan roses, avocados and mangoes are now a common feature on the shelves of Dutch supermarkets, signaling the strong trade ties between the Netherlands and Kenya.
The providing of the infrastructure and the structure of the port, so that companies that are operating the port and the companies that are using the port can work as efficient as possible. By increasing the efficiency, they can really be profitable. I think Rotterdam and Northern Europe is not the cheapest region.
So we have the port, we have the container terminals which can handle all the types of vessels and all done automatically. so that the containers are transferred as quickly as possible to the hinterland.
The Netherlands plans to strengthen trade relations with Kenya by improving cold chain logistics through sea freight, with such a corridor expected to improve the shelf life of flowers and other agricultural products. This move is also expected to lower transportation costs, and the volumes of agricultural products can grow faster as capacity on sea freight is quite high.
Inland transport modalities, barge, via the river, rail, truck, and also Kenya. I think currently everything is moved by truck, but it would be great if more can be moved via rail, because you can move a lot of containers at once, and it's more cost efficient, more carbon neutral. And yeah, Kenya can utilize its investments in the SDR, in the dry ports, and move more containers through rail.
The trade mission centers around strengthening logistics system to further solidify Kenya's position as a gateway into Africa. Daniel Kariuki, KTN News in the Netherlands.